Hey everybody, it's Charizard and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. In the last one, we went through All-Star Mode, of course, as Pikachu, the first Pokemon that we got to play as, so that's pretty cool. In this episode, though, we're going to be heading through All-Star Mode as Charizard. So, another heavy character, which I'm very excited to play as. One of my personal favorites in this game. Let's see. Charizard's got some pretty solid ones, I want to say. I wish he had his black color, which is his current shiny form. He's got the purple one, which is like reminiscent of like his old shiny, but sadly not like his current shiny, which really does suck, but what can you really do? I've always been a big fan of the blue Charizard, if I'm being honest. This is always my personal favorite, so we're gonna be going in with this one today. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how things go. Obviously, you know, I just mentioned that Charizard is going to be a heavy character and also a very strong hitter. So we might be seeing another pretty enjoyable episode today of just like killing everyone off really quickly. At the same time, though, even though Charizard's got the power, I feel like some of his moves are a little bit awkward to like properly hit off. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm just like the only one that thinks that, but that's my thought process. It should be fine though, I think. We'll find out in a moment though. So far I'm getting my butt handed to me by these guys, which is not pleasant. Get out of here, Pac-Man. Okay, now we just got Mac and Luigi and then we can get out of here. And why'd you have to roll backwards, you son of a gun? I wish you rolled towards me, that would've been amazing. I want a Flare Blitz, I really do, but it's like, it's risky because of course Flare Blitz gives you the recoil damage, and I don't want to have to worry about that. So I'm gonna try not to use Flare Blitz too much, and it's literally like even telling me to. It's like, hey, here's the move that you could use. Okay. So Charizard's got some trivia. I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I don't even have it loaded up, so we're gonna start talking about it in the next rest area. Yeah, I did not prepare properly for this episode, I don't know why. That's really weird of me. But yeah, we'll start reading trivia in the next rest area for sure. For now, let's just get a little bit more damage, more fighting in with Charizard. 1, 2, 3! Holy crap, Brainstar. Literally the same, almost the exact same thing that happened to me with Ike almost happened with Charizard. I would have been extremely pissed off. Oh my gosh, you would like see steam coming out of my ears, or at least hear it, because you can't see me right now, but y'all can at least visualize it. Yeah, I would have been extremely pissed off if that just killed me. Thank goodness Charizard has multiple jumps. My gosh, that was a life changer, a lifesaver. I'm not talking about the candy either. Okay, whew, man, this game really likes to do things to me. So how much does Charizard even have for trivia? Damn, he's got a bit too. I guess we just should just start reading now. Okay, so first bit of trivia, which is a little lengthy. Compared to its appearance in Brawl, Charizard draws inspiration not only from Ash's Charizard, but also Red's Charizard and Elaine's Charizard. Its forward aerials animation is identical to Elaine's when he uses Dragon Claw. Its up throw animation is similar to Ash and Red's when they use Seismic Toss. It knows Flare Blitz like Red's in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver versions. It can use Blast Burn like Red, albeit only in Heart Gold and Soul Silver versions, and Elaine's. And it can undergo Mega Evolution like Red and Elaine's. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I kind of like how it's like basing off of like 3 separate Charizards. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too well versed into this Elaine character. Obviously, we all know Ash, and you know, Red's the boy. Like, if you know Pokemon, you know Red, right? He's like the classic. He's the original protagonist. Red's always been just a staple of the series. But like Elaine, I'm not gonna lie. The name sounds familiar. It definitely does, but like I don't recognize it. I don't fully recognize it. Come on, Ryu, you gotta like anticipate things a little better than that. I want to Flare Blitz so bad, but it's also so freaking risky, especially on like this stage. I could easily just like go. Yeah, it's way too damn risky in my personal opinion. So I'm not going to. At least here, I'm not gonna do it on this stage. I might honestly do it soon. You know what? Screw it, we'll do it. There we go. That's a Flare Blitz, just for y'all, for anyone who wanted to see it. What is Yoshi doing? Okay, let's not, I'm very high on damage right now. Let's kill you off. Falcon pissed off, I need to kill Marth really quick. Oh, how did that whiff? What? There we go, Nair kills. Not just Falcon, I want to get the spike so bad. I really, really do. Let's see if I can pull it off. Come over here, Falcon. Oh, you are a slime ball. I can't hate you. There we go. Oh, that's so satisfying. Just a massive freaking stomp on his opponent. Oh my gosh, Charizard. What a brute. What an absolute goat. Okay, let's see what we got next for trivia. Oh, Big the Cat! I love that character. Let's actually, first off, before I forget, let's grab the fairy bottle, just so we can have some health back. So, due to having access to both X attack and fake nails in the attack category, Charizard is the only character capable of using 2 types of specialized / non-badge equipment within the same category. This also makes it the only Pokemon that can equip something other than badges and Pokemon equipment. So getting a little bit more into the custom category, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that's a pretty nice, pretty interesting thing with Charizard. Speaking of Charizard, I've always really liked Charizard as a character. Well, I guess as a Pokemon, I should say. But even as like just a character, as a playable fighter in Smash, he's always been just so fun to use. I like his role in Smash, that big, heavy hitter that's just so satisfying to hit with and land kills with, especially like later when he gets Flare Blitz. I've always loved Smash. Nice job. I've always loved Smash 4 Charizard because he has access to both Flare Blitz and Rock Smash. I feel like Rock Smash has always just been such an amazing move in his arsenal, and the fact that he got rid of it in Ultimate because they brought him back as like a Pokemon trainer Pokemon and left in Flare Blitz, it does suck. But Rock Smash has always been such a staple, and it sucks that they had to get rid of it. But yeah, that's my take. Let's see what we got next. Charizard knows 8 official Pokemon moves in Smash 4, all of which you can learn legally in the Pokemon Core series. So in addition to Flamethrower, Flare Blitz, Fly, and Rock Smash, it can use Fire Fang and Blast Burn as custom moves, Blast Burn as a part of its final smash, and Dragon Rush either as a custom move or as part of its final smash. As Squirtle did not return from Brawl, Charizard is also the only playable Pokemon in Smash 4 to know moves that were HMs prior to Gen 7, Fly, and Rock Smash. Yeah, so obviously HMs don't really, well, I guess HMs do, no, HMs don't exist anymore, do they? That's crazy, I totally forget about that. But yeah, I think after Gen 6, they got rid of HMs. Like, the moves themselves were essentially like Fly and Surf and whatnot. They were translated into TMs, or I guess in Pokemon Sword and Shield, they were also, sometimes they could have been TRs, which it was weird because obviously starting with Gen 5 with Pokemon Black and White, they kept HMs but made TMs reusable, which was an absolute game changer. One of the best freaking mechanics that they ever implemented. Such an amazing quality of life thing to add. Absolutely, such an amazing quality of life addition. And then that was basically the same thing for Gen 6 as well. Obviously Gen 7, I mentioned, they get rid of the HMs, and then only TMs are left over. But then Gen 8 comes around, and that's where they bring in TRs, in which, as far as I'm concerned, I think they kind of go back to TMs being a one-time use, I think? No, I think what they did, I could be very mistaken about this because I haven't played Gen 8 in a while, but I think TMs still are multi-use, still reusable. TRs, however, are a one-time use. So they have like this separate category for some reason of TMs. I don't know why they did it, but they did, and I'm pretty sure now in Gen 9 with Scarlet and Violet, I'm pretty sure TMs are only a one-time use, which sucks. I mean, now you can craft them, which is cool, I guess, but it's still so stupid. Like, why do you just go back to your archaic ways? Like, it's dumb. Anyways, enough about that, enough of ranting from me. Treasure's still got a little bit of trivia to go. We could do like, he's got like maybe 6 more pieces of trivia, so we'll do 3 now and then 3 in the next area. So, in the PAL version of Smash for 3DS, one of the tips about Rock Smash refers to Charizard using masculine pronouns. Right before smashing a rock, Charizard gets super armor, meaning he won't even flinch if he's attacked. As typically Pokemon go by like its because it could be either gender. Charizard is the only Pokemon who lacks both a chargeable special move and an aerial attack that hits more than once. And also Charizard is the first character to have one of its special move inputs changed between games since the transition from Super Smash Bros. To Melee, with the second being Palutena in Ultimate. The first character to have one of its special move inputs change between games since the transition from Smash to Melee. From the original to Melee, what are you even talking about? Charizard wasn't even, well, he was as a Pokemon, like in the Pokeball, but like still. I think what they're referring to is the fact that Charizard obviously used to have Rock Smash as his side B and back in Brawl, but now it became his down B, obviously, because Flare Blitz became his new side B. At the same time, though, if they do mention Smash 64 and Melee, they gotta mention it for a reason, right? So I assume they're talking about his functionality as a Pokeball Pokemon, because I think in Smash 64, he was only ever present in Saffron City as a Pokemon that could potentially come out of like the little the place, I think Sylph Co, I think that's literally what it comes out from, the little door that many Pokemon could come out of. And in Melee, when he's like a Pokeball Pokemon, he ends up being like an on-stage kind of threat where he like jumps out and then starts doing like, I think, flamethrower on like both sides of him, which is pretty cool. At the same time though, like I do remember Charizard being an assist trophy. Well, assist trophy, hold up, a Pokeball Pokemon in 64. So now I'm just like not even sure. If y'all can like help me out in the comments, that'd be great, because I genuinely like am not entirely sure what they mean by that. Special move inputs change between games since the transition from Smash Bros. To... Wait, I'm just now realizing I was right originally. How Rock Smash went from his down B, sorry, his side B to his down B. Yes, because typically back in Smash 64 Melee, Smash 64 didn't have proper side Bs, so then they introduced those in Melee, and now some characters' movesets changed, or like moves specifically changed with the transition. Now, see, now it makes sense, okay? See, okay, yeah, I'm not the brightest, you know, one of the bunch, but I'll get there. Alright, last pieces of trivia for Charizard. Charizard is supposed to have a 6-frame jump squat according to its parameters. Due to a float precision error involving the original animation's length, however, it ends up being 7 instead. Due to Charizard going from part of Pokemon Trainer to a standalone character, it is the only non-DLC veteran to have a unique splash art. While Zero Samus, Sheik, and Yoshi also had taglines upon their reveals in the 2014 Direct, they instead used their official renders. And finally, in between the 3DS and Wii U versions, Charizard's the only character who uses a different victory pose when being on a winning team in team battles. This makes it the only character to use all 3 of its victory poses in team battles when concluding both versions of the game. So there we have it. There's Charizard. We read up a good little bit of Charizard. I didn't expect Charizard to honestly have that much trivia, but at the same time it kind of makes sense, especially, again, he became a standalone fighter since he just left Pokemon Trainer. He's like, nah, I'm on my own now. Kind of like reverting back to what he was in Substance Emissary. Because if y'all ever played Substance Emissary, which y'all should if you have access to Brawl, it's such an amazing story mode. One of the best things about Brawl. I just love the single player aspect of that game. But with Subspace, a little spoiler for anyone who hasn't seen anything about it, which I'm very surprised if you haven't. It's been what, 2008? So you know, 17 years or something like that. A long time. go watch a playthrough or something, or play yourself. But anyways, in Subspace, the idea with Pokemon Trainer is that he has Squirtle with him, but he has to go ahead and catch Ivysaur and Charizard because I guess they have escaped their Pokemon, their Pokeballs, or he just like in general like just trying to catch them. They are wild Pokemon and he's trying to go catch them, which would make a lot more sense, right? And Charizard is obviously one that is seen being, you know, as its own thing. He like starts flying over to the ruins, I'm pretty sure, or the ruined hall. No, I think it's the ruins that he flies to, and you obviously go with Pokemon Trainer Lucas to go ahead and fight him and then capture him. So it's pretty cool, and I feel like it kind of reverts back to that storyline, I guess, where he just escaped, or maybe it could be a thing of like Red just releasing the Charizard, and that's about it. Maybe it could just be as simple as that. But there we have it. Charizard has finished his All-Star Mode run through. Not the greatest of scores, sadly, 1.9 million, but I didn't really expect to get a super high one today, but we'll take it. Kind of nice, using the gray skin for Charizard, the Aerodactyl inspired palette swap, which is pretty cool. I like that one a lot. That one's definitely like one of my personal favorites from Charizard. Obviously the blue is still my favorite. I think honestly the gray might be a second favorite for me. Either the gray one or the red one. Both of those look really stinking nice. At the same time though, the purple one's really good. I do like the way the purple one looks. It's hard to say. Obviously, I never really gave in much thought to Charizard's palette swaps aside from obviously the blue one that was introduced in this game. But still, yeah. Charizard has some very, very solid ones. I also like the yellow one. That was pretty cool. I really do enjoy that one. Not one of my personal favorites, but still like a very solid one for sure. But yeah, so that's Charizard. I mean, like, you know, he was fun to play as. He's always super fun. I've always really enjoyed Smash 4 Charizard. I know people enjoy Charizard sometimes more in Ultimate just because he is a part of Pokemon Trainer again. At the same time, I do really just enjoy the standalone Charizard that we have in Smash 4. I think primarily because he has access to both Flare Blitz and Rock Smash, which I think is just freaking amazing. And on top of that, he doesn't have to rely on the other two Pokemon that are with Pokemon Trainer. I mean, technically you don't have to. You could just use Charizard all the time when playing Pokemon Trainer. But like, you kind of do have to switch between the three to really like outplay your opponents. You know what I'm saying? You really have to. But I feel like with Charizard here in Smash 4, you are like kind of forced. You are forced to like play just Charizard himself, but you do get that really big, heavy, strong fighter that Charizard gets to really pull out in this game. And also a lot of time he does get outshined by Squirtle and Ivysaur in Ultimate, so, you know, there's also that. So this really gives him the chance to really be his own man, be his own character, and shine his own way. What do you have good even this Charizard? Not that good. He is actually E tier in this game, number 42 in the entire tier list, which that's a shame. That is actually not really all that good. But I still love Charizard in Smash 4. I will die on that hill. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out Charizard's All-Star Mode trophy. So, pretty cool pose too. Pretty cool pose. Nice color and also just a pose. I think he's using flamethrower, I think. Probably. Yeah, he definitely is. Charizard's flamethrower attack can be sustained by holding the button. The flames will gradually die, but a short break will recharge them. Charizard's down special Rock Smash crushes a rock and hits foes with the pieces. Charizard won't flinch while crushing, but others can break the rock. I remember reading about that, how others can actually break Charizard's rock during Rock Smash, which is interesting to say the least. So that's something, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there's Charizard. Talked about his Flamethrower and his Rock Smash. Two very solid moves. And that is it for today's episode of Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. Thank you so much for watching. In the next one, we're heading through All-Star Mode as another one of my personal favorites, that being Lucario. Yes, the Aura Pokemon. So we'll see how this one goes, that's for sure. So subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch, second channel, music channel, VOD channel, all down below in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. Pop-Tart out.